Everyone, thanks for joining us at tonight's post-match press conference, joined by Austin FC head coach Nico Estévez. We will go straight into questions from the media. I think you all know the drill. Please keep it to 2 questions per person the first go-around, and then we'll pass the mic back around as we have time for. Colby, I saw your hand up first, so we'll go ahead and start with you.
Hey, Nico. Kind of the theme of the season here, we saw again tonight, defense really good, offense struggling to find goals. Is that what you saw as well?
I think struggling to score goals because it was a 0-0, right? Because we had a couple good chances to score. And the other thing is like sometimes I feel like you guys underestimate the opponents. Portland, how many MLS Cup has won Portland? How many finals they have played? And then how many Austin has done, you know? I think sometimes we have to have respect to the history. We have to have respect to the opponents. And we have it, and we know how hard it's going to be. And it looked like a playoff game today. The style of play, the energy, the duels, some of the miss balls. And this is a little bit how these leagues it is. And while we're growing, I think it's important to see that we didn't lose, that we had a clean sheet. And we struggled at the beginning of the second half, and we had an amazing response. We had guys coming in from the bench and changed the energy. It changed the quality of the game, and we got some good chances when they came in, and I think that is important, how we ended the game, although they had that corner kick that brought safe, but it was something that in the last probably 10 minutes, we had more control, and we were the team that was creating the most dangerous plays. And if we go back to the last games, it was the other way, where we were the team that was holding the result, and it was the other team who was trying to score goals. Then I think it's important to value what we are doing. Humans desire always what they don't have, and right now we are really solid on defense, and we are having more issues to score goals, but we did enough today to score at least 1 or 2 goals.
And the defense, again, outstanding. Only 3 goals through 7 games. What did you like about the defense tonight, and especially shutting down a team that scored 6 goals over the last 2 games?
What I like today is like we were more aggressive, pressing forward. We were a team that wasn't sitting back and waiting. We were a team that was proactively building pressure. And also, when we had some situations in transition against a team that is very dangerous, we're talking a team that has scored 7 goals in the last 3 games. And to minimize that and to leave that opponent in a 0.7 expected goals, I think it was a really good job from the team. I think also it helped, like we had longer possessions, more in the first 30 minutes of the first half. And at the end of the second half, we struggled a little bit to have the ball and lost the ball a little bit. We were trying to rush too much the attacks, trying to score goals, and I think the team is a little bit under a little bit of rush, and this is why we are not selecting well the passes, executing well the weight of the passes, the crosses, and then some of the actions in the final third, like in the box, like our finishing, because we didn't have, I think we have 1 or 2 only shots on target, and we had several opportunities to shot, and I think it was 7 or 8 shots that we had, 7 I think off the target, and something that we have to improve. Although those ones were very close to goal. Some of them, Uzuni one and Pereira one, were very close. But I think we have to keep going and working to get better.
Yeah, Coach. Wanted to ask about Sabovic. How important has he been to the balance of your midfield?
I think it's a huge signing. You know, I said the other day, someone asked me, I think it was in the Apple TV interview that I had before the game, to bring a player with that quality free, you know, it's high profile for this league, and bring him, you know, credit to Rodo and his team to find him and bring him, because he's a really good player, and you can see how much he helps the team, how much the personality that he has, how many balls he wins in duels and tackles. He's a perfect profile for the league, and we're very thankful that he's with us.
Thank you. And then obviously we're not seeing quite the goals that we'd like to see, but just like in terms of chemistry between Vasquez, Uzuni, Bukhari, like, are we seeing a nice chemistry there, do you think?
Well, I think we have to keep working with that. I think at the beginning of the game, we saw a couple really good actions from Buka, finding Brandon, that the shot went up. Another, I think he found Ozuni. I think the chemistry is growing. I think in the second half, it wasn't their problem. It was we got stuck in build-up, and it was the opponent that did a really good job coming up from the halftime with a different type of pressing, and it surprised us. This is why we did the sub from Hader, and we also, while he was coming, we gave some instructions to Brandon, Uzuni, and Hader to change a little bit their position, and that it helped us with the energy also that he brought, and bringing Z and Kolmanich and CJ at the end, and Nico. We needed a little bit more energy, and C gave us crossing, gave us really good quality in the last third. And I think we were there. I think if we win the game, we'll be happy, everyone, saying like, you know, solid performance against a good team, and you got a win. Not winning, we don't feel that happy, because we want to win. But overall, we keep that streak of not losing games, and a clean sheet that is also a difficult thing to do in the league.
Hey, Coach. So about the first 15 minutes, obviously engineering a lot of good aggressive chances. First chance comes 17 seconds into the match. And then from there obviously kind of a little backing off on that. Just kind of wondering, was there a concerted effort? Was that direction from you to be aggressive from the jump? Or was that something where the players saw the opportunity to do that? And then kind of what happened after that first initial burst?
Well, I think in the last 3 games, we score before the 20th minute, the first goal, even before the 15th minute. Then we something that we said, that we want to start strong, because every time that we have that starting aggression that we had in the last games, we were able to win the game, no? And I think we showed from the beginning, as you said, like the first 10, 15 minutes, we had several chances to score. We were there. The opponent struggled. But MLS is that. You have your momentum. The opponent has their moment. And you just have to hang in there during those moments. We want to keep those moments, that good moments, until at least we score 1 or 2 goals. But today we couldn't do it. But overall, I think there is positives today. There is other things that we have to keep improving. But gaining a point and adding that point, and will keep us thinking on the points that we have to make the playoff, and we're getting away those points, and we're closer, you know.
Then Drew Fisher didn't do you any favors. 3 takedowns, 1 in the 25th minute on Azuni, 1 on Vasquez in the 35th, 1 on Vasquez in the 80th before he got off the actual only shot on target. So just what did you see? I mean, if you were an objective ref, would you have called those penalties?
I don't know. I haven't checked. It's difficult. What I thought, it was very like too many yellow cards. You know, like I don't think the game was that you know, hard, or that to show some of the yellow cards for both teams. You know.
Coach, 7 matches into the regular season, does your squad? Is there an identity to this squad? Is it the fact that they're fantastic on defense? Just talk about how the identity of this squad is being developed.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I always bring to my teams is to be hard to beat. I think with Dallas the first year we were the best defense in the West. The second year we were the second best defense in the West, and I think that built the foundation of a team, you know, because defending is about helping each other, is about cooperating, is about doing something for your teammate. And now it's about how we can grow on the offense, you know, how we can get better there. I think in the first half we missed a couple times to get crosses as we had in the second half. I think we had opportunities to cross the ball, and it's something that we are going to review. It said, when we are in these positions, can we cross? The other thing is like we got in a great positions. It's coming to my mind a lot of situation from the right side and John Gallagher coming, and the cross wasn't good enough. I think Owen also had a cross to the far post there. Uzuni also have a cross, or Brandon to the far post, and it's like Owen in the second half had a really nice play in the left, and then his cross was cut in the last moment. Then I think we're getting there, but our final product there is not being as the level and the standards that we need to score more goals.
Salomé Quintero para We Are Austin TV. Profe, primero que todo, buenas noches. ¿Cómo cree que se puede solucionar que el equipo tiene buena salida, tiene buena presión, tiene buen ataque, pero no se ha podido conseguir el gol?
Bueno, yo, insistir más y sobre todo revisar muy bien las situaciones que hemos creado. Como bien dices, la salida de balón hoy nos ha dado mucho porque nos ha puesto en situaciones muy buenas de ataque. La transición también nos ha dado mucho porque nos ha puesto en situaciones también de ataque. Pero por lo que sea, no estamos con la calma, el poise, ¿no?, que se dice, en el último tramo, ¿no?, en la última acción. Y pues bueno, yo creo que los jugadores son seres humanos, pueden estresarse, pueden estar ansiosos porque quieren lo mejor, al final quieren lo mejor. Y eso les genera una ansiedad y se precipitan, ¿no? Y no están, a lo mejor, pues están concentrados en el producto final en lugar de en el momento de lo que está pasando. Y es ayudarles de que hacen muchísimas cosas bien y que eso va a llegar porque son buenos jugadores, porque tienen la calidad, porque han hecho un montón de goles en todos los sitios en los que han estado y van a llegar aquí. Pero no solo los delanteros, también los mediocentros, tanto Sabo como Dani, como Owen, son jugadores que pueden aportar goles, como Jader, como Buca, son jugadores que nos pueden aportar goles desde otras posiciones, de otras llegadas, y vamos a tener que analizar bien ese tipo de llegadas, porque es verdad que cuando un equipo está un poquito más ordenado, tenemos dificultades de conectar esos pases ahí.
Y pudimos observar un partido cerrado, pero con ideas de buscar el gol. ¿Cuál era la intención al realizar los cambios a partir del minuto 71?
Sí, yo creo que era un cambio de energía, sobre todo. Creo que estábamos quedando sin energía y al final un aire fresco siempre viene bien. Y luego las cualidades de cada jugador, ¿no? Lo que Jader te aporta cuando entra es distinto a lo que te aporta Buca, porque a lo mejor Jader se mueve más por dentro, te genera más situaciones en las que genera dificultades. Y estábamos viendo que estábamos muy estáticos en el ataque y buscábamos ser más dinámicos, ser menos previsibles, ¿no? La entrada de Coleman es lo mismo, ¿no? Ser un jugador que muy fino en el ataque, con un centro muy bueno, con una visión muy buena, pues darnos algo diferente de lo que estábamos un poquito estancados ahí. Y luego sigue un jugador que llega bien a área, que en cualquier centro podía aportar ahí, con velocidad, con potencia para juego aéreo, con centro, porque es un jugador que centra muy bien. Y creo que nos han aportado muchísimo y nos han cambiado el partido, porque estábamos en un momento difícil y creo que ellos lo han podido hacer muy bien.
Gracias.
De nada.
Hola, profe, ¿cómo está?
Hola, Jorge, ¿qué tal?
Pues yo escucho cosas que no entiendo. Habla mucho de ofensiva y habla mucho de ataque, pero la realidad, las estadísticas hoy, un tiro a puerta está en la MLS, La
Sí,
semana
sí,
pasada,
las veo antes de venir.
bueno, la semana pasada 2,
Sí.
la antepasada fueron 4, si no me equivoco, pero han sido de 2, una. ¿Dónde está esa ofensividad que usted habla? ¿O por qué no la entiendo yo?
Bueno, porque pues bueno, si nos vamos a la primera ocasión que ha tenido Brandon en el partido, ¿vale? Que ha tenido un tiro a puerta, entonces eso es una ocasión de gol. Luego la que ha tenido Uzuni, ¿no? Que ha sido un centro atrás y ha golpeado. La que ha tenido Pereira, que ha salido por el lado
Pero
del
lejos,
poste.
¿no?
Lejos, no, desde dentro del área, ¿no? Ya estaba dentro del área Pereira cuando ha golpeado. Entonces, luego los centros que ha tenido Gallagher, bueno, no son ocasiones de gol, pero porque el centro no ha llegado bien, ¿no? Y la que ha tenido Brandon, ¿no? Que es la que cuenta como gol, que el balón va a portería, que ha parado el portero muy bien. Y la estadística también dice que tenemos más porcentaje de expected goals, por lo tanto nuestras ocasiones han sido mucho más claras que las del rival, pese a que haya conseguido establecerlas, ¿no? Entonces por ahí le hemos sacado .02, ¿no? O .2 a Portland, pero Portland es un equipo difícil y nosotros tenemos que mejorar a nivel ofensivo. Es algo que está ahí, es algo que no voy a esconder y no voy a defender, pero sí que es verdad que hemos creado suficientes ocasiones para al menos marcar un gol, porque también lo dicen las estadísticas, ¿no? Entonces, a partir de ahí, seguir mejorando. Esto es una maratón y cada semana es un partido distinto. Y lo importante es que el equipo ha demostrado que ha tenido hambre, que ha querido ir a por el partido y con más o menos acierto en la zona final siempre ha tenido esa intención y esa mentalidad de poder hacerlo, ¿no? Entonces, al final, bueno, vamos a mejorar por ahí. Hemos mejorado a nivel defensivo de no estar defendiendo en nuestra área tanto tiempo. Hemos salido con más agresividad. Hemos tenido mejor el balón que otros partidos. Pues bueno, vamos a ir dando pasos y vamos a seguir, ¿no? Siendo ese equipo sólido y que en un momento dado vamos a encontrar ese clic que nos ayude a poder marcar goles. Y eso es lo que yo tengo que seguir buscando, ¿no? Estar en la búsqueda con los jugadores de encontrar ese clic y por ahí yo me pongo toda la responsabilidad.
Han sido todos los partidos, con excepción de uno, de un gol, o bueno, hoy 0-0, ¿no? ¿A usted le gusta ese equipo? ¿A usted le gusta cómo se juega? ¿Cómo juega el estilo de Nico Estévez?
A mí me gusta ser un equipo que el rival no quiera jugar con nosotros. Me gusta un equipo en el que cuando hablamos con el entrenador rival, ellos pues, nos felicitan por lo que estamos haciendo, que son los profesionales que también se dedican a esto. Hay partes de la identidad que no estamos todavía donde queremos estar. Y eso está claro. Que a principio de temporada pensáramos que pudiéramos tener 13 puntos, tampoco. Pero la verdad que la solidez defensiva nos está dando la posibilidad de seguir creciendo como equipo y seguir haciendo cosas mejores. Veníamos de 2 partidos sin apenas posesión, teniendo muchos problemas, haciendo ocasiones de gol, como hicimos contra San Luis y como hicimos contra San Diego, pero no teniendo el balón. Hoy hemos tenido más el balón, hemos encontrado más opciones, más facilidades. Bueno, vamos a ir poco a poco.
Colby?
So just to clarify, at the first 20 or so minutes of the second half, you said Portland surprised you a bit with their halftime changes. Can you just...
No. They didn't surprise us. Like they changed.
Okay.
They changed the way that they were pressing,
Okay.
and they kept one of the central midfielders in the side of Brandon, in order that we couldn't get the ball on him and get out of the pressure. And then this put us in a position that we got stuck. That's it. And then with bringing Hader, what we told Hader is to get into that spot, that space, and then keep Brandon higher. And then one forward coming, surprising from the other side. And I think we found Owen a couple of times in the other side. I think one we tried, but we missed the ball. But from there, we changed a little bit also the game. And the other thing is like, we want to have the ball and we have improved, but we also create a lot of good moments where we play a little bit more direct and we won the second ball. then that is also a good identity for us because of the profile of players that we have. And it's how we find that mix and that balance between when we have to play and when we have to be more direct is going to allow us to be a team that is less predictable.
Phil?
So next week you're facing Vancouver, best team in the West so far. Weird turf that they have at their stadium. Uzuni might be out. Just any kind of preliminary plans about kind of how you might approach that game differently, who you might use in personnel, things like that. Have you thought that far yet?
But Uzuni may be out for what?
With the baby?
No.
No? I thought you said in 10 days, like it might be.
I don't know. I don't know if he will travel.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But is
Yeah.
there anything you would do differently, you think, at this point, or anything that
No,
you take from
I
this
mean,
game?
like,
into the
I mean,
next?
Vancouver is doing amazing. Credit to them. They're playing amazing and playing in CONCACAF, and we're seeing some of the teams that are playing in champions, CONCACAF champions, and they're struggling, and they're able to sustain the rhythm. I don't know what's the result now, but they were winning 1-0 before I came here. Their field is always really difficult because that turf is a little bit special, and they're doing in a good run. But we just have to rest from today, and we're gonna be a tough team there. We're gonna be a tough team, and this is what I know. These players are gonna be tough, and I think Mirto will have a conversation when the moment arrives. He has everything under control there, and before he came here, we already talked about these things, and it's a possibility that he stays.
Profe, hablando de Mirto, lo vi que se dirigía varias veces, usted especialmente
Sí.
en el segundo tiempo estaba tratando de gritar y usted le estaba gritando
Sí.
y luego él se acercaba a hablar con uno de sus asistentes. ¿Qué era lo que no entendía de ustedes?
No, el problema que estábamos teniendo es que en la segunda parte, tanto Mirto como Brando se han cerrado los dos mucho y están jugando muy en el medio. Entonces, para poder generar más espacio para los extremos nuestros, necesitábamos que jugaran entre lateral y central. ¿Vale? Que en una posición intermedia entre lateral y central los dos para que sus laterales se cerraran, sí, para que sus laterales cerraran, ¿no? Entonces, estábamos diciéndoles eso. Entonces a Mirto no le había llegado la información, con Brandon sí que habíamos podido hablar y era lo que no entendía y por eso se lo hemos dicho. Y luego él estaba viendo el espacio ese del que hablábamos, que le hemos dicho a Jader que lo cogiera y él ha venido a decirnos que estaba ahí el espacio y por eso cuando Jader entró sabíamos que nos ha dado esa información también.
¿Puedo contarme la última?
Sí.
La última. Sí, vemos que cada que usted hace cambios el equipo agarra como un segundo aire, pero hoy se tardó casi 80 minutos en hacer la segunda ventana.
Sí, es difícil porque justo, ¿sabes lo que ocurre? Mira, lo teníamos claro para hacerlo en el 70-75 y de repente hemos tenido un arreón bueno, que ha sido la jugada de Owen, que ha sido que Viro también ha subido. Entonces, ostras, hemos dicho, lo íbamos a hacer antes y hemos dicho, ostras, hasta ahora están bien. Y entonces nos hemos frenado. Y luego ya lo hemos hecho. Pero ha sido porque han tenido unas acciones muy buenas seguidas y hemos dicho, vamos a esperar. Y luego ya lo hemos hecho, pero solo por eso.
Gracias.
Y le estuvo desesperado afuera todo el partido.
Sí, ahí le estamos cuidando.
Go for it, Colby.
Nothing serious. Did you see Valencia beat Real Madrid?
Yeah, I watched this morning. I'm really happy about them. They're having a difficult season. They just won their first away game against Real Madrid, and really happy for the fans, for the players, the team, the club, and everyone there.
Did you hear anything from your family back in Spain about that at all?
My friends, yeah.
All right, we'll wrap it there. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Nico.
Thank you, guys.